Thank you.
All right.
Go
Hello and
whatever you
welcome.
gotta do.
This is part two of the stairwell. Um, yeah, I figured. Well, that was weird.
Are you still broadcasting?
Yeah, yeah, we're still on. I just got kicked out of the party real quick. Um,
Like search and tripping.
all
Hold,
right.
hold on.
Um, okay. Uh, we have Ryan, of course. We have Vic, Greg, Jacob, Bama, um, and we're basically trying to get the people that weren't able to give the how they met Atomic and how they and their favorite memory of him. So today we'll try to wrap that up. So if you want to go first, Vic, uh, tell us when or what is your first memory of Atomic.
I first met Atomic through Ryan, through Warframe. We,
Mm.
we just got on, me and Greg, and we were babies learning the game, and they uh, they showed us the ropes and helped us manage through the craziness.
Mhm.
And my fondest memory is I think one night Atomic just got going, and he was reliving some fights that he was going through coming up, and it was hilarious how he would talk about beating the brakes off of people and you joking at the same time. But some of those fights were vicious, and he was just like, I'll go out there and I'll meet him at his car, and he talk crap to me, and I just punch him in the face, and I was just like, okay. So yeah, that was
He was a defender of justice at times. Yeah.
yeah. Oh no, tell
Mhm.
him to play no games.
Mm-mm.
He was like, I'm always ready to go.
Yep.
So yeah, that was
Remember to
that
stay out
whole
here,
night,
Savvy.
hours of him just talking about different fights was so hilarious.
His young life stories were funny.
hmm But yeah, he was
Stay
super
right
cool.
here, Savvy.
You want me
Kill
to?
the ones that show up. I'm gonna go to the mark.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Go
And no
ahead.
matter what game you played, either he would come back for you too. He's like, I'll be right there.
Yep.
Just give me a minute.
Yep. He wouldn't leave you out there in the game. That's for sure.
hmm
But yeah.
He cuss you out for rushing him, but he'd be there.
Yep. This is true. Okay. What about you, Greg? What's your first memory of Atomic?
Oh, I think Vic started off the
Is it
beginning of it.
Warframe?
So, yeah, I'm sure there's not a lot that I can say that hasn't been said already. Um, it was definitely, met Ryan first. Um, and then one day this guy comes in and just goes, "Why, hello." His voice, he had something about his voice. He had the voice. You just knew it was gonna be he was a good storyteller. And playing Warframe, it didn't matter what game you were on. If you wanted to play a game, yeah, just give me 1 second to finish this up. And like Vic said, if you rush him, he's like, man, shut up, I'll get there in a second. And I remember laughing at him and Ryan arguing back and forth about bullshit.
They did that.
Never.
Nah.
Or
A lot.
they'll have an argument, Ryan will leave because he's upset, and I was like, yeah, don't worry about him. He'll be ready in like 10 minutes, and then like clockwork, 10 minutes later, what up?
He knew Ryan the best,
Ryan.
that's true. It's alright, he's
And,
fine.
Yeah, and but my fondest memories of Atomic would probably be us sitting in chat. Sometimes me and him will be on PlayStation, it'd just be me and him doing 2 different games or whatever, and just chatting it up. He gave me a lot of pearls of wisdom, I guess you can say. And I remember him hunting his son-in-law down, I believe. I think it was his son-in-law.
Oh, right.
By getting me a job to run a market, and I swear it was for like 6-7 months straight. And I really wasn't worried about it, but it did mean a lot that
He tried.
he would just go into a fit. It wasn't even about the trying part. It was the fact he'll get into a fit. Like, this motherfucker won't call me back. I
And
wonder what's taking so damn long.
like, didn't I tell you to call
And I
me?
was like, Atomic, it's okay. It's like, no, it's a damn principle to matter. And then, unfortunately, Nicole, she's passed out because she's tired, but I also appreciate the fact of some things that she's told me from Atomic, which is they'll be playing, and of course, I play PC a lot. But he would always check up on me.
Yeah.
He would always ask how I'm doing, say hello, and of course hindsight's 20/20, and you always wish you could have that extra moment with somebody.
Yeah.
And overall, he's a good guy. He gave me a lot of advice, just from a man-to-man standpoint.
Yeah.
And yeah, I wish I could have met him. I wish I could have shaken his hand. I know one time he was in the area, or ran through the area one time, he said. But we could never meet up. I don't think he found out to where we really stayed out until after that.
Yeah.
But I definitely wish we could have shaken hands. I wish we could have shaken hands, and I could have looked him in his eyes and say thank you for everything. Fun times, the fits he would throw sometimes at games, especially Madden. Those Madden fits, those were the realest fits I've ever seen in my life.
If he was here, he'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about, Greg.
Fuck this game. This game's stupid. I'm playing this
He's
game
like,
again.
I don't know what you are talking about.
Next day, fuck
none
this
of
game.
that
This game's
happened,
stupid.
Greg.
Never play this game again.
Oh,
Next day,
he's
saying that, I'm like, alright, definition of insanity right here. He was a great guy, and he'd be sorely missed.
Yeah. I know that Bammo is already here, and he already said his piece, unless you want something else to say. You've known him for a really long time, haven't you?
Yeah, let him have
Yeah.
some.
I mean, about 15 years I played with him.
Oh, that's all.
like I said,
Is that it?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that it?
I mean, probably, I mean, I would say 04, 05. I mean, whenever the NDL was first starting out, when we're in the NCAA football league. I was after I left, I was talking to another guy we played with, and he was just reminding me all the stuff. Just he would always we would play, and he would come into a room and somebody was yapping, and he would say, "Shut up, stupid," and that was the funniest. I mean, it was the best cut down because there's no reply to that, and he was just so vicious when he would do it. But the one thing that I forgot about until school reminded me of it is whenever he would get killed in Call of Duty or something, he would always blame it on lag switchers.
Yep.
They were lag switching. They're lag switching. They're glitchers. And then we'd go back to the lobby and he'd call them a bunch of glitchers. It's like, Beefy, you're just terrible, buddy. We love you, but you're just
Yeah, it
terrible.
was never anybody's fault. That's for every game though. Like if he felt like
Oh,
he
yeah.
was not doing the greatest, it was the game's fault. And it
It
needed
was-
to do better in life.
Yeah. And I was trying to, Ryan, maybe you remember this one. Do you remember the story he would tell us about the CB radio and the truckers?
I do, like, I saw your message. I do remember the story. I do. I can't remember details.
I cannot remember, but I remember laughing so hard. But there was some story. It was him and his brother, I think, or
Yes, him
or
and his brother,
friend.
no, they had a friend that was a truck driver, and him and his brother had come across a CB radio, and they had put it in, I forget if it was his brother's car or his car, because they always go together to work.
Right.
And they had it in their car. Well, they would, like, on the way to work and on the way home, they would obviously, turn it on and mess with people. And I remember, like, if I'm not mistaken, the story chimed in where they actually picked up some hooker trying to pick up some trucker
it was
trying
lot
to pick up
lizards.
a hooker, a lot lizard or something,
Yeah.
and they played it off like they were them and set it all up, and had to go somewhere, and there was never a girl there or some shit like that.
Oh,
But I mean,
jeez.
like I said, I can't like
Hey, Spanky.
hello.
So,
So I can't totally remember like that. I know that some of the details there are right, but like the actual.
Oh yeah,
shit,
that's
like,
I just I remember they had a CB radio and he loved to mess with truck drivers. There's so God, I mean, like I said last night, I just wish everybody could play Call of Duty with him when it was in its heyday. I mean, we were talking about it today with Ron. I mean, we would have like two or three teams going of 6 every night. And you'd want to be with Beefy, even though he wasn't the best. But, we always made a joke, the A team was the good team. And Six Pack Dan, who played with us a lot, said, Beefy was a true A teamer, even though he couldn't play like one. But man, his mouth was A team.
He's gonna come back and kill all of you for this.
No, he knows.
How dare you?
He knew it though. Like
Let me tell you
he
something.
basically was
Beefy,
the shit talker of the group. Like he'd get
I
everybody
haven't-
riled up, and then
I haven't played Beefy in football in probably since NCAA quit, but I guarantee it. He still runs a tight end drag in Madden like nobody's business, and that was his one go-to play in NCAA. He would always want to run. He would run a go route, and he would run a tight end drag, and I would always take my defensive end and drop it manually back and get an interception. And he'd be like, "Good play, good play." It's like, Beefy, you ran the same play 6 times in a row. We knew what was coming, buddy. He would just stay in that. He had that one mode, and he knew enough about a game to be dangerous.
Yeah.
Yep. It actually, like in Madden, it turned into the mesh play, which there was a tight end and a receiver dragging. But
Oh, okay. Oh, he
He
mixed it
run
up
it.
with that. Good for him.
no, I mean he would run that play like many times throughout the game, and I would tell him, I'm like, dude, like you got something else in that playbook? He'd be like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I mix it up. And I kept trying to tell him, like, dude, eventually I'm gonna catch you with that, like I'm gonna get you, because I mean obviously like rules now you had to rush 3 because there
Right.
was so many like DNs and tackles dropping back. But eventually, lo and behold, it was frustrating because he had mastered like how to mix it in. So like he would run his running play and he'd try to throw that in, and he'd have a couple others he'd swing to, but you always had to play him for that play because if you didn't, he was gonna kill you with it. And some days it was some days it was frustrating to play him because the shit's hard to stop sometimes.
And the thing is, it wasn't like he was trying to cheese you. I think he was just too
Nah.
lazy to find another play in the playbook. It's just like, all right, that's the first play that comes up nonstop.
Especially in Madden now because they made it to where like they had this mode where you could get one play at a time. So you'd just see like the play would be so huge
Yeah.
on your screen and it was just one play and he loved that mode. And like, yep, lo and behold, if his 3 plays went in those first 3. So it
See,
was
we
like,
were in another football league before the MDL, me and Beefy. Me and Skula and Beefy came from another league that was, I don't think it was INCAA, but it was a small, it was like a B- and
Yeah.
under team league.
that was where I think you guys met FSU that was in here last night.
The
'Cause
MPFSU.
he knows. Yep, he knows.
Yeah.
He goes for all these names. He's like, he knows you, AJ.
Yeah.
He swore we were trying to figure out like if he actually met Atomic before I did, and that might actually confirm that he did. So.
Yeah. Because I think he's the one that got me into the NDL. And then Beefy wasn't far behind me because I came in like season 3, which was the very first game of NCAA on NDL. And then Beefy was right there with me like we might have come in the same time. And then he would always play with Army. That was his team. He stuck with Army. Don't know why. Army was terrible, but he'd play with Army.
Okay, so that does bring me up. So I do have another story. So it reminded me of one. So he did always talk about him always having to be Army at first and how,
Right.
there's no love lost. The NDL always screwed Atomic over. They always fucked him. They were always out for him. But I do remember he said, he goes, yeah, at one time, he's like, you remember when Utah was really good? And he's like, I had them for a couple seasons. And then he was like, I swear he was like, one of the bigger ups wanted the team, so they kicked me off the team, and I had to be this shit team again.
I want to say Big Mike was Utah. Probably Big Mike. And
Yeah,
another thing,
he's-
and Ryan, did you mention that when he would post on our message boards, he always posted in caps locks?
No, I did not. I forgot
Okay.
about that.
Every post
no.
Beefy ever did on the boards were all in caps locks.
Oh no.
Every single post. It was
Continuously
that was
yelling.
Beefy. That was him. He posted in caps locks every single time.
Unless you
And
really,
actually-
really pissed him off, and then he would like type normal. But then when he got to points where he wanted to really emphasize him yelling or being pissed, it would start to be all caps again.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look up some of his posts, see if I can find something that he posted that was just Beefy. Because we can look at that. But I
see,
can
I wanna-
remember him
you
not.
have to go back a long time. But
I want to point out
wow.
that Beefy is Atomic because we keep
Yes,
calling
yeah,
him
well,
that, and
Oh,
Okay, that's another story that I meant to tell last night. Okay, his original name was Beefy One. Okay,
Beefy.
his original name was Beefy One, and he was known. His name on our boards was Sirloin, and it was. And I asked him, I said, "Where'd you get Sirloin?" And he goes, "Well, it was a cartoon. It was an old Looney Tunes cartoon, and there was a knight on the cartoon named Sirloin of Beef, and that's where he got it." So Beefy was Beefy One for, like I said, the majority of, that's what I always known him as. He lost his password to his PS3 account.
oh no.
So instead of hitting forgot my password, make a new password, he started Atomic Dog. And that's
He
how he
just-
became Atomic.
Oh my god. He was just like,
And
I'm
the
too
funny
lazy
part of
to
that-
figure out what this is.
And then whenever he would get a kill on Call of Duty, he would sing George Clinton Atomic Dog, which was hilarious to hear, at that time, a mid-50-year-old man, screaming, Atomic Dog, and it just died.
Yep. I remember
But
that. He was so proud of that song.
But that's how he became atomic, because he was too late. And we were telling him, all you gotta do is do a password reset. I don't know. I don't know how to do that.
He didn't care. He didn't want to. He didn't want to
Too
do
high
it.
tech for me.
Yeah, he didn't want to do it.
He didn't want to do it.
Too high tech.
No, it would just take time away from gaming. He didn't want to do that.
No. And when he was in the hospital, this last time, and he said, you know, they got me doing physical therapy on a Wii. And I go, well, they ain't got Deb, you know, Deb ain't brought you the, you know, your PlayStation yet? No, this Wii's pretty fun. You know, I do some bowling, stuff like that. And it's like kind of hard to get used to control, but I was like, well, next thing you'll be playing an Xbox. Oh, hell no. Damn shit box.
Never that.
Yeah, no, I think there was an Xbox in the hospital. I think they did have one. They just, he was just like, I'm playing on the Wii, because it's either that or the Xbox. And
Well, he was done with the Xbox.
he wouldn't touch
already
the
know.
Xbox. He was not doing it.
Xbox or
hated
boredom? I think I'll take boredom.
Pretty much.
That's how he felt.
He was just like, bowling it is.
I thought I hated the Xbox. No.
Nobody hated it like Atomic did.
Let's see.
But yeah.
He
Not
had
bad, guys.
1,511 posts on our board. The last time he came to board was in March of 2018, and he joined in 2008. So that's
10-ish. Almost.
yeah, 11 years, over 11.
I'm about to
Okay.
head out, guys. I gotta go to bed. I got work in the morning.
Okay, thank you,
Alright.
Greg.
But,
All right,
All
man.
right, man.
Atomic, love you. We'll miss you. And I know you'll be looking over us. And don't touch an Xbox while you're up there either.
You're gonna get hit by lightning.
First of all, I don't have Xboxes up there.
That's hell, not heaven.
Making sure.
Alright,
one of
good
his,
night,
one of
Greg.
his
Might
last.
All right, man.
I make him choose between a Dreamcast and an Xbox, and that's a really hard choice.
He didn't go to hell, Greg. Jeez.
Alright, guys, take it easy.
Good night.
Yep.
See you.
All right, man.
One of his last posts that he did was, and the title of it was, "I'm fucking pissed. Yeah, I'm mad, bro." And it's all in caps except for half of it. He goes, "Sorry beforehand to any or all who are offended, but I need to vent. I'm tired of motherfuckers who cut ahead of people who are or have been waiting in line. I'm even more pissed at the ballless assholes who allow it. Went to the lab to get my blood work done, and after waiting 45 minutes for my turn, a cunt walked in and cut in front of 3 people, and the other 2 just sat there and said nothing. You guys know I didn't. I made a first-class ass of myself. I told the bitch behind the counter, give me back my fucking paperwork, and I'll go somewhere where someone wants my business. What would you guys have done? Me? Fuck that."
None of that would have been done by any normal person.
No. I mean,
Random one. Just throw it
He
off.
said, give me my paperwork back. I'm going somewhere. He is at a lab.
I didn't even think about looking up a post like that.
yeah. I mean, there's 67 pages of his post. I'm gonna go back and see what his first one was.
Oh no. Oh my goodness. He totally took his lab work elsewhere. Because somebody cut in line.
Feedback.
Okay, Beefy got struck by lightning. I don't remember this one.
What?
Apparently
Oh, I
he
do.
got
do
struck by
remember.
lightning in his
He
house.
told us about that.
Well,
Hold on, I got to tell the story now. What happened?
So this is what he told. He said, Wednesday I was upstairs in my house watching the mayor of Detroit mess on TV. And the loudest sound I ever heard hit, I felt extreme pain in my right arm. I was lying on my left side, and every circuit in my house popped. My arm hurt so bad I thought I'd been shot.
And he got struck by lightning. That's crazy.
Lord.
Are you just clicking on like members and then click his name?
I go up to the search bar and type in sirloin. And then it'll bring up anytime sirloin was mentioned, but find his name and then just click on his name.
Here, switch with me.
That
I'll
name
drive.
is killing me so long.
Yep. It's time for thing 1 and thing 2 to.
I'm so
He's bitching about Outlaw. Remember Outlaw?
Yeah.
Oh. He's bitching about Outlaw stealing a recruit from him.
I can hear an echo, like someone's hearing the stream.
Yes.
Oh,
Hold on.
mute it.
Turn it on. Turned up. Should just break it down the record just see it.
And it started raining. Oh yeah, no, it's raining outside and it's raining in the game. The skies are crying.
Seattle.
You want me to drive, Ryan?
Yeah, sure. If you wanna
Okay.
do something. I'm looking at this, trying to go to set in the car, go to move you over. Don't keep seeing it.
Let's go somewhere to shoot someone.
Here's one for you. NBL first, ... Sirloin posted lowercase.
I'm reading one him bitching him to Dolomite about being a glitcher, and he said he's just mad at him because Beefy goes, I'm better than you at Call of Duty. Dolomite was pretty bad. Dolomite, you're a drunken moron. Go stick your nose up someone's ass. No one's even talking to you, you crybaby ass.
Oh my god.
Fuck you and your sooner loser ass. You're just mad because I own your ass in Call of Duty 5. LOL, as for crying, you post more. Shut the fuck up. That was in 2009.
I don't even know this guy. I already feel sorry for him. He got on his bad side.
And then he started calling him Dolo Dummy, and he called him Dolo Dummy for 10 years after that.
For 10 years?
Oh yeah, he that was another thing. He never let a grudge go.
Oh,
Once you got on his bad side for whatever, he wrote you off. He was done with you.
Yep.
So
I know
the
it.
title of this one's "Man, I'm Tired of This Shit." 2011. It says he starts it out. He goes ... and then he says, cheesy mofo, and I'll sing out your name to anyone who asks me. You crybaby little bleeding once a month bitch. Nothing but love from Beefy or Sirloin. as I was known back then. You are a low-life asswipe. Number 8 asshole. Who posts for sim wins? Is there a lower form of life than these bastards?
Jesus!
Oh.
I'll tell you what.
Tommy.
See, that one, that reminded me of another thing he used to say. Do you remember when he used to say, "Boy, you ain't had a bath since Columbus took sail"?
What the hell?
I was like, what the hell does that even mean, son? I really don't
Means you
understand. I mean, you just
dirty.
haven't had a bath in a long time.
It means
Just haven't
you
had a bath in a long
dirty.
time since 1492.
It means you're really old too. Just point that out.
I mean, oh.
Ooh. Oh. Oh, I need to eat some snacks. I'm gonna die.
Got it.
Oh, he's here. Hi.
PlayStation is absolutely chipping you to me. Alright, this is also the Dolomite. Dolomite posted something about, watching gay porn or something. And this is Beefy's response. Don't let the boss catch your ass. Old Dola bitch got in trouble for trying to file a workman's comp case. You see, he was eating Cheetos and pounding his little friend.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hey, did he know?
The life of a retired man has nothing to do with play video games and piss people off all day long.
That should be on his headstone. They should have a headstone that says that. That would be his motto if there was ever one.
Piss people off and play video games. Yeah, boy.
Oh shit, why did I jump down? I'm dead.
I don't know. Ah, I'm dead too. I was trying to be like, wait, what do you
I
mean?
just hit the wrong button. I went to hit reload like it is in all games and I just jumped off.
Let's try to scan.
I want to see ones where it goes off on shell, bro. Like, those are the good ones.
Goes off on who?
A guy that we used to, he goes by the name of Shell on the boards, but at one point Atomic called him, you remember Shelton from
the show? Sheldon?
No, not the show, but the Shelton, the cartoon. Was it SpongeBob? The little crab or whatever?
Squidward. Was it?
No, Shelton. Because you remember he always
Oh, the
used to-
Plankton?
Huh?
Plankton, the green one?